Udonis Haslem has been in the NBA for quite a while now, and it is very surprising that this man still plays professional basketball. At 40 years old, still being on an NBA team isn't the easiest thing to do. Well, the other day, Haslem made his first appearance in 2021 with the Miami Heat, and he got ejected 3 minutes in. Yeah, that's not the greatest way to start off a season. Well, here's a question I've been thinking of. How is it that Udonis Haslem is still in the league, and how is it he's still on a team where he barely plays for them? How is everybody doing today? It's Sports Holo back with another video. Today, I'll be talking about Udonis Haslem, and how is it that this man is still on an NBA team? Let's not waste any time, and let's get straight into it. Let's first take a look at Udonis Haslem's career, how everything started out for him. Haslem made his first appearance in the league back in the 2003 to 2004 NBA season. And let's just say that Haslem was never an incredible type of player in his career. He never had an all-star type season. However, he did have his moments here and there. Haslem was the type of player to average around 10 to 12 points a game and average almost 10 rebounds per game. He wasn't so bad of a player in his prime. His best season, in my opinion, was back in the 2004 to 2005 season, which was the second year of his career. He started in 80 games and averaged 11 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 assist per game. As you can see, those are above average stats. Not the greatest, but also not the worst. The first 6 years of Haslem's career were really the time where he was considered a starter on the Miami Heat. But then, stuff changed. Michael Beasley became the new starting power forward for the Heat. And let's just say he was looking better and more trustable than Haslem did. Then, you had the big piece that started the super team, Chris Bosh. So Haslem basically got replaced by players who were better than him, and others that were a lot better than him. But just because he got replaced, doesn't mean he would leave this team. In fact, if you ask me, Haslem is probably one of the most, if not the most loyal player to ever play on the Miami Heat. But let me tell you something that might shock you. From the 2009 to 2010 season, which was the year that Haslem was no longer a starter, until now, he has started in a total of 114 games. So that means in 12 years, he only started in 114 games. Dude probably has a seat reserved on the bench. He was sitting there so much. But it was really getting weird and ironic how Haslem was still on a team. And it makes it even more ironic that he is with the Miami Heat still. The team that picked him up when he was a rookie, when he was only 22 years old. Well, have you ever wondered why Haslem just never announced his retirement from the league and is still going at his age? Well, I did some research to see why Haslem is still in the league, and I didn't find much. So I'll be telling you guys a few theories I have to how Haslem is still in the league, specifically with the Miami Heat. Number one, he just likes it in Miami. Doesn't really get any simpler than that. Haslem has been with this team since the beginning of his career and has never left them. Haslem did say a few years ago that he would retire, but that never happened. He's still going, and well, the Miami Heat like him here. They like him in Miami. Which leads me to my next theory, number two, Miami didn't want to lose him. When Udonis Haslem announced he was staying in Miami, the Heat owner, Pat Riley, was very pleased to hear this. I believe the connection between Haslem and the Heat is an incredible one. So, maybe Miami didn't want to lose him. I mean, they've had him for so long, why not keep him until the end of his career? And then number three, which is one that I don't really buy, but why not, I guess? They needed that last player on the roster. No offense, but Haslem isn't that useful of a player anymore in the league. And I think we can all agree. Come on. You really think this guy is still capable of doing what he did a few years ago? I didn't think so. And the Heat probably needed that last player to have a full roster, so why not have Haslem, right? Like I said the first time, this isn't one that I really buy, but in some ways, I guess, this could make sense. But it's not the big reason, in my opinion. So yeah, I believe the first two theories would make the most sense. Haslem just really likes Miami, and Miami likes him. But then there's another question that comes to mind. When will Haslem officially decide it's time to stop? In other words, when will he announce his retirement from the league? Well, if you ask me, I believe it is coming soon. I wouldn't say after this season it's done, but I have a huge feeling after the 2021 to 2022 NBA season, Haslem will probably retire. After this year, he will turn 41 years old, and that's pretty old. So I believe at 42, that's when he's probably going to say it's time to stop. We'll see though, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, the man has been in the league for 18 years, so I won't be surprised if he says it's time to stop. But there is one thing that I do believe Haslem will do after his NBA career, and that is to work for the Miami Heat. I'm talking like potentially being the assistant coach or something like that, like how the Spurs have Tim Duncan as their assistant coach. That, in my opinion, would really help out the Heat. Having a veteran like that who's been with this team for so long could seriously help out. So, in conclusion, how is Udonis Haslem still in the league? Well, there isn't any specific reason that he's mentioned or that his team has mentioned. It's common sense, to be honest. The Miami Heat have had him for so long and wanted to keep him until he retires, and I'm sure Haslem wants to finish off his career in Miami. Despite not having incredible numbers, I think we can all agree that Udonis Haslem has still had an incredible career, being able to last in the league for this long. And we will see how much longer his NBA career will last. That is going to be it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you're new to the channel, consider leaving a like and subscribing. I would really appreciate that. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I will see you all next time. I'm out.